My name is Haley, and my spirit name is Soaring Heart Woman. Just a reminder that not all of the messages will be for you. This is a big collective that I am reading for. So just take what resonates and leave the rest. Don't try to make it fit. When I was meditating, Gemini, on your energy, I was getting a few different things. Mainly, I heard the word progress and co-create. So there is this energy of progression in co-creation. Whether you're working with this in your career, working with coworkers or family or friends, just working generally in your life, energy-wise, this is a time for co-creation. There is a strong desire for change, redirection, and progress through that is being highlighted during this time. I'm also hearing there might be a truth that's revealed to you, or a new perspective or understanding revealed in 19 days, maybe 19. I'm seeing 19, so it could be like 19 days, 19 hours, who knows. But definitely there will be a truth that is revealed to you, or you're coming into a new understanding. Not for everyone, but that is definitely for a high percentage of you. This information, this new truth or understanding will bring the necessary progression and changes for you. Okay. I'm hearing go within, connect with creator, your guides, the universe. Go within and create a connection and a oneness with your faith and with your belief system, and building that trust. Building that belief, that prayer. That is going to help co-create the hopes and dreams you're envisioning while going through this progression, as well as bring in the people that are going to help co-create with you. During this progressive time, this change, there is a need to let go of what is no longer serving your dynamic, your energy, no longer the things that you used to utilize in the past to progress you further and make changes in your life. They're not working anymore, and you have leveled up and upgraded through them. And so it's okay to let those things go. I'm hearing my guides actually said, okay, deliver it softer. So, this is a gentle reminder that the faith that you have, the belief systems that you have in creator and in yourself allow you to overcome any obstacles, any challenges, any changes. Having that trust and that faith in the unknown allows the necessary progression and changes to unfold. Opening yourself to the complete truth of who you are. Knowing that Creator will help you. Knowing your guides will help you on your path. Help you to build and walk your journey in the best way possible to develop your higher self and to bring about change. I'm seeing like a hawk flying high in the sky. Like past the sky into space. Yeah, this is progress. This is progression. This is amazing. All right, let's get into the cards and see what else needs to come up for Gemini for July 2024. General reading. If the messages are resonating, do hit the like button, please. It helps so very much. And if you like my content, be sure to subscribe and be notified when I put more videos out for you. Knight of Pentacles, progression, and Knight of Swords, or Nine of Swords rather. Wow. What's interesting is the sense that I'm getting with these two together is this trust. He has all these swords in his back and one in the front, but his face, and I don't know if my camera will pick it up, is one of calm, one of, yes, he's in pain, but he's okay. He's made peace with it, rather. He understands that he's in pain and that he, isn't going to make it, but he's at peace with it. And the Knight of Pentacles. You're so close. You're so close to this cycle ending. You're so close to this change. And it's about releasing and letting go of the old pains and the old hurts and the old way of living. And stepping into the next level. He's on his knees and he's lower. He's on the horse and he's higher. It's this progression. Moving from one aspect of life into the next. Into a steady, stable aspect of life. Knight of Pentacles is stable. Steady, steadfast. Strong, capable. In the Nine of Swords, you'll see there's the storm, and then over here you see, blue sky. In the Knight of Pentacles, you see the blue sky or the clouds, but no storm. It's moving away from that. It's moving away from the storm. Moving away from the hurt and the pain. But it is the Nine of Swords, and so the cycle isn't fully completed. What does Gemini need to do? What does Gemini, what is the guidance to finish this cycle, to move through this and move on? Wow. Okay. Yes, co-creation. Two of Cups, co-creation. Connecting with your belief and your value system. Connecting with those that are on a similar page, that are compatible with you. Co-creating with people that are compatible with you. Not just anybody. Being discerning as to who can co-create with you. Not just letting anyone, not letting anyone into your inner world. Because when you let anyone and everyone into your inner world, you'll get swords in your back. This is picking the right people, the right person to co-create with. It's like you can see their souls are mingling in their emotions in from their cups are mingling together, co-creating. You've been very patient with the pains that you've endured. But you're Three of Shields or Pentacles. You are building boundaries. You are setting boundaries. You are shielding yourself from these hurts and pains and people and just anyone coming into your life and into your sanctum, into your world, into your inner world. You're not allowing that. You're not allowing just anybody anymore. You have built up your shield and your boundaries exactly how you need it and how you want it. He is taking his time building and crafting this shield. You have taken your time building and crafting your shield, and you are now building boundaries, fences, shields, not walls. Walls don't let anyone in. But you are on the defensive. And not in a bad way. You're just not letting just anybody in. You have to answer these questions before I'll open the gate. You have to prove to me that you're not the enemy and or going to cause me harm. And that's just being cautious, yes, but it's also being very discerning. It's not about, yes, you can say hi and, offer, okay, here's some food, water, and drink or whatever. But we're going to do this in a way that's still going to keep me protected, right? Like you're not going to just, oh, there's 60 people outside of my home and castle, and I'm just going to allow them all in without checking to see if they're armed, and I'm going to provide food and water and clothing and all these things, and they can sleep here, and then finding out in the morning that they have plundered your castle because you didn't check for their intentions, right? Like you are setting the boundaries and making sure that the intention is proper before they can come in. And that's fantastic. Yes, absolutely. Look at all those shields. 7 of Shields. This is progress. This is progression. Normally it's depicted as a man watching the seeds being grown into a bush and then waiting on that very specific time to reap what he has sown. And this is it. This is the boundaries you're setting. Look at all these beautiful boundaries on your wall that you have set to make sure that you are protected and that your inner world is protected, your family is protected. You're still open though. I want to really want to drive that home, is that your heart is still open The Geminis that I'm picking up, your heart is still very open to allowing people into your world. And if this is romantic, if you're looking for a partner, you're still very open to finding a partner and being open with your heart. You're just being discerning, and you're making sure to pay attention to potential red flags. You're not looking for them. You're not specifically looking for them and causing them to occur, but you are being discerning and aware. And so when they do come up, you have your shield up. You can say, that's not for me, and you can turn around, right? You can protect yourself. And this is absolutely amazing. And this is how this cycle is being broken from this pain. This is how the energy of co-creation and progression in co-creation, romantically or in work or in family, this is how it's going to progress. In your relationships, platonic or romantic, or, what have you, they are going to benefit, and you are going to find that your relationships are going to go to a whole new level, a whole new, what's the term, or what's the word? A whole new, sorry, that was really odd. I'm actually hearing the song from Aladdin, A Whole New World with You. That's literally what's happening. Gemini, is you're building a whole new world with them. Coworkers, family, romantic, what have you. I am getting a lot of romantic feeling, but I'm also getting a strong, like, nuclear family unit as well. Like, you're not letting external energies and people hurt your nuclear family, like your kids, and you're just like being very discerning and very watchful because you don't want the hurt to continue anymore. Okay. I want to dive a little bit deeper into that. For my Geminis that are resonating with the nuclear family situation, get some guidance on that, a little bit more information on that. What's going on with my Geminis? Eight of Pentacles. Interesting, and they even show like a little boy with his dad shining up the shields. In this particular Gemini that I'm reading for, or these Geminis that I'm reading for that have a nuclear family, like children and whatnot, there has been some hurts and toxicity within friends and family around. You're banding together. You're banding together as a family unit, and you're strong and you're capable, and you're not allowing outside influences to affect your children or your family unit. For some of you, I am hearing foster, so I don't know if you have foster children. They are your children, and this is your family, and this is you're like cohesive, like you're connected. Maybe there was a rough patch, but now things are starting to like really connect. I'm feeling Oh, what's that saying with like teams? They come together, you come together and then you storm, like it's super rocky, and then you connect. There's a saying. I used to know it, and I do know it, but for some reason, Gemini, I can't think of it in your reading. Um oh, I think it's form, storm, and perform. So this co-creation is in that kind of phase. This whole co-creation is in that phase of forming, storming, and now performing. So there's definitely been some rockiness with that particular with those particular Gemini that I'm speaking to. Wow. Okay, Wheel of Fortune. This has the Maiden, the Mother, and the Chrome, and the the three fates, right? Having your past, your present, your future, controlling, the fates. If you believe in fate, right? The red string of fate. Um, this is assessment. This is looking at your life, your past, your future, and your present, and determining what it is you're wanting, what you're wanting to create. Because you have, by having your by reassessing and having and looking at your belief system and your faith system, your values, and really looking at them and finding what is truthful to you, not necessarily what you were taught when you were younger, not what other people necessarily say, but what is truthfully yours and true to you, and your connection with creator, universe, however you identify that. By getting really right with that and true with that, you are able to work with the people around you that have those same belief systems, value systems, and faith, or similar, to a point of co-creating and moving things. I'm hearing goals. I'm hearing progress. I'm hearing there's a process to the progress. Expectations. Looking at expectations that you may have had for yourself and others. I think, okay, so I'm getting a bunch of different words after, but what is coming strongly is again that forming, storming, and performing, right? Which is that, so forming is that coming together. Storming is that process of expectations and goals and coming together and figuring out what everyone's values and beliefs and way is, and how to work together so that you can perform, so that you can meet your goals, and so that you can progress to your goals and to the change. This nuclear family unit is on fire. Like, you guys, like, power couple type energy, but family. Like, this is like unified. And people will watch you walk by, and they are drawn to you because they have no idea why they're drawn, but you are a family unit that is so solid. Maybe you'll go into business together. Who knows? There's something about your unit, your family unit, forming having this stormy piece and process, and then you're performing, and then you're creating a business together, or what you're doing together is meant to be and is meant to change so many things in this world and in your own world. Truth. Getting right. Getting right with your truth. Being honest. Interesting that the Ace of Swords comes out right after the Wheel of Fortune that has the String of Fate. It's like you are getting to create your own fate. And if you don't like the direction that this line of fate has been going, you're cutting it and you're creating a new one. Told you. Power family. Power family. Okay. So let's do some guided messages for my Geminis that are resonating with the single, wanting a relationship, wanting to co-create and work together. The Empress. Abundance. Connection. By setting up these boundaries, these shields, by creating that peace and not allowing just anyone in to your inner world and to your home, you are able to build abundance and keep a strong, nurturing, abundant energy, grounded, material abundance. And it's interesting because she's got the crow beside her. I don't know if you can see that. She's there talking with her and letting her know. You know, she's the crow is the Empress's I'm actually getting like the little, like the birds in Cinderella, like the true, like the original Grimm's Brothers Cinderella story, where the bird is like kind of telling the prince that he's got the wrong girl because the girl's, you know, I don't want to go into too much detail because YouTube, but research the original Cinderella stories from the Grimm brothers, and the bird is telling the prince, like, they're lying to you. You've got it wrong, right? This is what that's what they're showing me. This bird is the Empress's guide and saying, hey, guess what? This person is true. They can come in. This person, they've got bad intentions. Don't trust them. Like, it's that energy. Like, even though it's the Empress, it's right beside the Ace of Swords, and I'm strongly picking up like Queen of Swords energy. It's like this truth, and you're just gonna know, and your guides, creator, they're going to work with you and help you with your boundaries so that when these people come in, they can't get through your door. Only the right people for you that are going to build with you can get through. Page of Pentacles. This is what you want. A small start offer. Hey, do you want to grab coffee? Hey, do you want to go on a walk? Hey, I saw this art class. Do you want to go? You know, something small. Slow progression. Building up. For the Gemini singles that this is resonating for a lot of you, this is going to be a new person coming in, like brand new, brand new. Haven't met them before. Maybe you'll meet them at an art class or something. But this is new energy. Brand new. Slow, progressive energy. Take your time. And you're going to want to because you are comfortable where you are. And you're okay to stay there because you're not going to let just anybody in. It's like single and thriving, right? This is the energy of like single and thriving. I am good on my own. I want somebody to come in that's going to complement my life. I don't need to have any red flags. I don't need games, nothing. And so because of that, you're open to somebody coming in to complement your life. And you're also open to seeing and having it play out. So if red flags do come up, you can walk away. So it's a very slow start. It's a slow start so you can pick out who is not being honest, who is playing games, and who is strategizing. You're so comfortable in your own energy and your own connection with life right now that you don't need to have somebody. And so if this is the energy they're bringing in, you're going to say no. You're going to walk away. You have your boundaries up. The only thing new that's going to come in is going to respect your boundaries and say, whoa, okay, I'm sorry. Like, let's say you're talking to somebody and they tell you that they're going to message you the next day and they don't. And you don't hear from them. And because of the energy that you're in, it's like, okay, well, I don't need to hear from them. And you move on. And then a week later, they message you with a, hey, hope you have a good day. And you're like, okay, thanks. You have a good day too. And you move on. And you don't hear from them again. And then a week or 2 or 3 weeks later, they message you and say, it's a beautiful day, or hey, how's it going? You're like, okay, I don't need this in my life. I don't need this energy. And you move on and you move forward and you say, you know what? This isn't working for me. Because that is an inconsistent energy that you don't need in your life. You're already happy with and content in your life. And that is very, yes, slow energy, but that is very inconsistent. Slow energy with and getting to know somebody would be a slow progression of speaking, not just keeping it at surface level. Oh, the weather's nice, And another thing is if they say, hey, I'll message you tomorrow, and they don't. Yes, they could have absolutely forgotten for sure. And then they message you later on, oh my gosh, I forgot to message you the other night. I'm so sorry. How's it going? Or whatever. If they completely just ignore the fact that they didn't message you and then 2 weeks later say, how's it going? Is that really somebody you want to be with? Is that really how you want to create a relationship with somebody? Knowing that it's already inconsistent and it'll be worse later on potentially. Like, or even if it stays the same. One of the biggest things and factors that I have used in my world and in my life is, if this is and I use it with everything, romance included. If this is as good as it's going to get and nothing ever changes, can I live with it? And if my immediate answer is no, or even if it's a maybe, I'm like, no. It has to be a resounding yes for me to follow through. If it's not, sorry, it doesn't need to be in my life, because it's being in that Empress energy of being completely abundant and comfortable with who you are and how you are as it stands, right? Single and thriving is like that energy of, if this is as good as it's going to get and nothing ever changes, I'm good with it. That's the energy that you're being in when this person, the person that's actually going to co-create with you, will come in. Are they going to be the first person that comes in? No. You are going to have this strategic boundary testing energy, right? Boundary testing energy. And that's when you throw up your boundary and say, I'm good. So if it's that person that, does kind of ghost you for a week and then comes back and says, hey, how's it going? You can say, hey, haven't heard from you for a week. I thought, okay, what's the best way to say it? Because that was not how I meant for that to come out. But you get the idea. So it's calling them on their crap, right? It's calling them on, hey, you said you were going to call, or you said you were going to text, and then I didn't hear from you for a week. I totally get it. Life gets busy. Things happen. But I personally need a little bit more investment. And if that's not what you're about and what you can do, that's cool. We can part ways here. Like it's that kind of energy of like, if you want to be inconsistent and aloof and play games and not be committed, that's super cool. That's not where I'm at. You can go do your thing. We'll part ways and it's fine. Nobody's angry, nobody's upset, nothing is like whatever. It's just, I don't need that around me. Thank you. It's that kind of energy that's happening. That's the boundary that you're setting. For some of you, not all. For some of you, the person that is playing games will completely vanish, go away. Okay? For others, some of you, for others, this person didn't do it on purpose. And when you bring it up to them that you're like, yeah, I need a little bit more investment, this isn't doing it for me. When you set that boundary and you tell them, they go, oh my gosh, I didn't realize. I am so sorry that was the impression I was giving. That was not my intention. Let's start over. And they're going to respect the boundary that you set. And they're going to meet you. They are going to meet you with that. They are going to change that. They didn't realize. Sometimes when you start new connections, people don't want to seem overzealous or excited. And so they kind of, they don't message, or they don't, like they try and back off a bit. And unfortunately, maybe with this particular scenario with that person, that's what they were doing, because they didn't want to seem overexcited or over invested, and then they came off as under invested. And when you told them, they were like, oh, that was my bad. And then you'll see a complete 180. That's for some of you, not all of you. The Hermit. Some of you will get multiple offers. You'll meet multiple new people and offers. And even with the good ones that don't necessarily have any red flags, that are giving you the investment that you're wanting, are matching and meeting your energy, some of you are deciding to still put a pause to it because there's just something about it that doesn't feel right. There's just something about it that isn't the right one or the right relationship, or you're just not ready. And so then you go back to being on your own and being single for some of you. And I think that's a wonderful energy to be in, because if you're not 100% ready, or if you don't feel that that person is your person, if you're saying to yourself, if this is as good as it's going to get for the rest of my life and nothing ever changes, am I cool with it? And if you're saying that in this new connection and the answer is no, like your immediate answer is no, intuitively no, go back in, take time for yourself. Take time for yourself. Is there any other messages for my Geminis? This is a longer reading than I had anticipated. There is a lot to be said. Your guides and my guides and creator are definitely giving you an earful. But it's good. It's good. Yay. Okay, see? So by doing that and saying no and going back to yourself and being with yourself again, you are emotionally fulfilled. You are emotionally fulfilling yourself. You have 3 aces here, but you're emotionally filling yourself to the brim. And what that means is that when people come in, when you co-create with others, they have to match you. And if they don't match you and they walk away or you walk away, you're still emotionally mature and stable. You have a amazing foundation. Amazing foundation. The interesting aspect of all of this is that we have no wands that have come out. This is strictly material, mental, and emotional. This is strictly mental, physical, and emotional, which I think is a very amazing place to come from, because what you're doing is you're truly assessing the situations and allowing for all aspects to be in balance before getting into anything, and you're not being ruled by passions. You're not being ruled by passions. You're not allowing passions to take over what is most important for you, which is emotional stability, which is material and physical stability, which is financial stability, which is mental stability, not being deceived, not being tricked, not being gaslit, those types of things. You are really structurizing what you're wanting to see in your co-creation with other people in this life. And it's a powerhouse. I will say, even though there's no passion, no wands out, I will say that once the person that is meant for you comes in and you have that power couple, that power connection, and that co-creation with them, the very definition of co-creation is passion. So the passion is there and will come, but it's not ruling your decisions. Keep progressing. Form, storm, perform. You got this. Gemini, that's amazing. All right. This is your reading. Oh my gosh. See, did I not? Oh my goodness. Okay. I told you. No wands, and King of Wands is at the bottom. I told you it was there. I told you it was possible. It'll come in, but you're not being ruled by it. But it is there. It is definitely there. How exciting. Okay. Gemini, that was your reading. Be sure to subscribe and get notified when I release new videos. And yeah, I am so happy for you with this reading. It is truly magnificent, and the amount of progression that's going to happen for you. Yeah, your energy, you're feeling yourself, and that's awesome. That is so fantastic. I love it for you. I love it. Okay, Gemini, take care. All my love.